Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm making hand pose estimator using Python and Mediapipe. So this will be the awesome tutorial. So we are doing the code from scratch. So please watch the tutorial till end. So let's get started. This is Mishu Chandu and welcome back. So happy Bangla New Year 1428 এবং আমার যারা বাঙালি সাবস্ক্রাইবার আছেন তাদের সবাইকে জানাই নববর্ষের শুভেচ্ছা পহেলা বৈশাখ. So if you want to do this complete this project, you need to do some installation. First thing first, you need to install Python, and also you need to install a library called opencv because you are dealing with real time, and also you need to install a library called Mediapipe. And these library are basically developed by Google. So this is the official GitHub repository of the Mediapipe. So as you can see here, if I go down, you can see here ML solution in Mediapipe. And I already make a video for the face mesh. In this video, I already explain what is the Mediapipe and how can we build a model, build a project using the Mediapipe library. So as you can see here, it's available on Android, iOS, C++, Python, JS, and the Coral. And as you can see here, there is some project you can download by using this Mediapipe library, like say face direction, face mesh. So I already do that. So link will be in the description, and iris, hand pose, all the things. Okay. So if you want to install the Mediapipe in your local machine, just you can see here Mediapipe in Python. So just open your terminal and type here pip install the Mediapipe. So it will install this Mediapipe library in your local machines. Okay, and you need to also install opencv because we are dealing with real time, as you can see before. Okay, so let's get started and jump on our code. So this is our folder structure. As you can see here, I create a folder called hand pose estimator. So I'm going to create a new Python file. So first thing first, I need to open this Visual Studio Code. So open with put, just right click and open with code. So it will open my Visual Studio Code, as you can see here. Okay, so just I'm going to click here and create a new Python file. So let's say main.py. So first thing first, you need to install opencv also. I think you install it, just open your command prompt, Windows R, and type here pip install, and the library name is opencv-python. opencv-python. Okay, so just install this. I already installed this library in my local machine, so I'm not going to install this. And also a library called Mediapipe. Just open your terminal again and type here pip install Mediapipe. So first thing first, you need to create a camera for the real-time hand pose detection. So that's I'm going to create a camera using opencv. So I'm going to import first cb2. So then we need to create a video capture object which will help us to capture our video frame. So video equal to cb2.video capture. Okay, so inside this parameter you need to put here whatever. If I put here 0, that's mean it will use my default webcam. That's mean my PC camera. So if you're using external camera or external webcam, you can put here as it is 1. Okay, so now we need to create a infinite loop to loop through this and make this frame pop up in our window frame like a video. Okay, so while and true. So inside this, it's take two parameter to if I going to read the frame. So video dot read. Okay, so that's when when you read the video, so first thing first, it will return me the frame, or you can say image. So let's make it an image, and it will also take a boolean argument called read. So it will help us to say that if our frame is open or not. That's mean if there is a problem in our webcam, so it will not open. That's mean it will give us the value as 0. So if our webcam is okay, so it will give me a value as 1. Then the infinite loop will be gone. Not a gone. It will be again creating the loop. Okay, so I'm going to create an imshow method. So let's say cb2.imshow. So it will actually help us to show the window frame. Okay, so now it will take some parameters. So first one is the window name. So I'll also put here the frame and the and you can say mat. So that's mean which will be the material. So an image. Okay, we need to put here the image. Then we need to put here a wait key which will help us to wait our frame. Okay, so let's say cb2 not a callable, cb2 dot wait key. So inside this parameter you need to put here 1, simply 1. Okay, what will be the delay on that? Delay is right now none. So k equal cb2 dot wait key, we put into a variable. So if anyone press the k from his keyboard, that means the infinite loop will be false. Then the pop-up will be gone. So if k equal ord, if anyone press q from his keyboard but in small character, so this infinite loop will be black. And finally we're going to release the video. So release, then we are going to put here cv2.destroy all window. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and if I go here and click that and run the code, so now you can see here it will be open my webcam. Yep, it will open my webcam as you can see here. So if I press q from my keyboard, so this frame will be gone. Okay, so now we are going to use the Mediapipe to actually use to detect our hand pose. Okay, so it's easy and easy to detect because Google developer make it so easy for us. Okay, so I'm going to import first, import Mediapipe as np. So first thing first, we need to make a solution of the Mediapipe. Okay, so np dot solution, because we are going to draw the utils from that, so that's why I'm going to put here draw utils. Okay, so np dot solution dot draw utils. Okay, so let's put into our variable. So that's our solution for the drawing utils. So I'm going to make the variable as, let's say, draw, np draw. Now we are dealing with the hand pose, so that's why we need to make a solution for the hand pose. So as you can see before in my GitHub repository, that's been the official GitHub repository of the Mediapipe, you can see here there are so many features are available. Let's say face detections, hand pose. So this is the solution for that. So np dot solutions dot, so what will be the solution for that, because we're dealing with the hands. So as you can see there are so many solutions it's available on this Mediapipe. So I'm going to click here to the hands. So let's put into a variable called np hand. Okay, so our solution making is done. So now what we need to do, we need to pre-processing and process our images. What will be the images for that? So now, so we need to convert our image. Okay, we need to convert our image into RGB to BGR. So first thing first, we need to load the model, load the save model from this Mediapipe. So I'm going to go here and let's put here oath mp. Okay, so mp, inside this mp there a function called hands dot hands, not this one, hands. Okay, so this is the hands. Okay, h and the h hands. So this is not mp dot hands, this should be mp hand. Okay, so we need to load the model from this mp hand. If I click the control from here and click here, as you can see here, Mediapipe hand process an RGB image into in and return the hand landmark and the hand's NAS, left versus right hand of each detected hand. Okay, so that's mean this hand solution page will actually give us the hand landmark. Okay, so it will take a RGB image. So in this case we using opencv, but opencv gives us BGR image. Okay, so now we need to put here some parameter on that. If I go here again control from the keyboard and right click. Okay, so if I go down, it will take some argument. So it is the init function. So as you can see, the static image mode is right now false. If you're using a static image, that means it's not a real time. Right now real time is false. And max hand number of hand, that's mean max number of hand right now 4, because I already did that for the detecting the 4 number, by default is 2. Okay, so mean detection confidence is 0.5. so if the confidence is 0.5 up to 0.5, so this will detect the hand. Okay, so I'm going to copy this one, Control C, and going to paste it here. Okay, paste it. Okay, so this is our solution, the detection confidence and the mean tracking confidence. That's mean if the mean tracking confidence or mean detection confidence is greater than 0.5, we detect the hand and also the landmark. So as let's say hands. So you need to put all these while loop inside this inside this with. Okay, so I am going to go here and tap. Okay, if I going to run the code, let's see it will work or not. So right now you can see it work. That's mean our model is loading perfectly. So now we need to convert our frame into RGB, because if I go here again, control from keyboard, okay, and right click. Okay, so as you can see here, it takes RGB image, but the problem is our OpenCV read the image into BGR format. So now we need to convert this image equals cb2.cbt color. Then inside this you need to put here the source and the code. Okay, so our source is image and the code is by default in OpenCV. So cb2.color and bgr to RGB. Okay, so now we are going to convert this image into BGR to RGB. So our conversion is done. So now to actually improve the performance, we make the model as not writable. Okay, make the image as not writable. Then we process the image. Okay, so let's make our image flags as writable as false. So why should you put here the false? Because we are going to improve the performance and pass by the reference to actually detect our hand landmark as homers. Okay, so now we need to process our image inside this hand. So okay, so let's put here the hands dot process. So inside this process it will take the argument as image. Okay, as you can see here, this image should be the numpy array. Okay, I'm going to click here image. So it will process in the image. So let's put into a variable, let's call results. So our processing is done. Now we can make our writable parameter as true because our processing is done. Okay, we trained the model correctly and we can make our writable as a false. And if I run the code, run the code, so now you can see here our image frame should be in the RGB format. Okay, so this is the RGB format, this is not a BGR format. So now we need to convert the frame into again BGR, man. Okay, so let's copy it from here, just Ctrl C and paste it here. And now we need to change the color. So color should be RGB to BGR, simple. Okay, so if I run the code again, Ctrl S again for the saving that. Okay, so now you can see here it's convert our image into BGR format. Let's go again, cap lock. Okay, so now what do we need to do? We need to we save our result for the hand processing part into the result variable. So now we need to iterate all the landmark from these results. So I want to show one picture. Okay, I collected from the Google. So this is the picture we collect from the Google. So as you can see here, this is the picture. Okay, so you can see here there are so many tip. Okay, so many circle here. So there are 20 circles. So that's, you can see here all the circle is respectively for the thumbs CMC, thumbs MCP, thumbs IP, thumbs tip. So that's mean the 4 number is the tip of the thumbs. As you can see here, this is the thumbs and the tip of the thumbs is 4. And I go here, this is the middle, so the middle thumbs tip is the 12. If I go here, the middle finger tip. Okay, middle finger tip. And if I go 16, so you can see a ring finger tip. So this is the tip of the ring finger. Okay, so this is the actual landmark. So first thing first, our model will do that it will actually detect the point that is circle, then it will join all the circle. Okay, and create a hand pose. So let's jump our code again. So now what do you need to do? We need to iterate all the hand landmark from the results. So I'm going to put here the results dot multi. Okay, so results, so you're going to iterate all the multi-hand landmark from that, from multi-hand landmarks. So we iterate all the multi-hand landmarks and we are going to connect all the circle. Okay, so now we need to iterate all the 20 points from this hand landmark. So so let's put into iterate in the hands. Okay, let's say hand landmark. Okay, in results. Okay, not a ref. Results dot multi hand landmarks. Okay, so now we need to draw the circle and also the connections. Okay, so our drawing utils here, we already initialized the drawing utils. So I'm going to click here to copy this. This is our drawing solutions. So I'm going to use this to draw the a connection. So mp draw dot, okay, so what will be draw landmarks. This is draw landmarks. Then inside this it will take some parameter. So first one is the image. It will be the numpy array, landmark list, landmark pv2, normalized versions, and connections, what will be the connections, and the landmark drawing space. Okay, so we need to put here some parameters. So first one I'm going to put here the parameter at image, then the parameter for the hand landmark, so each one the hand landmark, and I'm going to put here the parameter for the mp hands dot hand connections. So it will help us to connect our hand. Okay, so now we can run our code and check it out, it will work or not. So it's so easy. There's few lines of code. Okay, you can see here. So Mediapipe, thank you to actually make our life so easy. Okay, so I'm going to save the code and click here to run the code. Okay, so as you can see here, it opened my camera. Now you can see here it detected the landmark perfectly. So this is the thumbs. Okay, tip of the thumbs, this one thumbs 4, and you can see here, so clearly it will detect it, and you can see here. Okay, so whole thing, and this is the 0. Okay, 0th position, 1 1, maybe this one 1, yep, 1 2 3 and the 4. Okay, and this should be the 5 6 7 8. So this is the thing, and this is the ring tip, that's been 16. Okay, so that's been detected it perfectly. So as you can see here in here, I'm going to close that. So create the TensorFlow light snap in declared in CPU. So if you getting some error to install these Mediapipe, so make sure that install the TensorFlow. If you're facing some problems, so don't worry on that. You can put a comment in my comment box. And so thank you for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for never missing update.